Good evening, everybody, East, West, North, South, worldwide, and welcome to Mad Mundayz with your man, Mr. K, the host. And in the studio with me is Dink216 and my intern, Mr. Ill Will, the Stiller fan.
Yep.
Yeah. We got that 2X jacket. You look like you might be playing a little brown and orange, buddy.
Oh, you got jokes.
April 30th. We gonna see who has the jokes. April 30th, you gonna be live. I'm gonna let you sit in live.
I'm down.
With a Browns jacket on.
Put your new coat on.
Let's see, you like silver and blue, or do you like brown and orange?
Red and blue.
What was that?
Indians.
They say you want some Indians here.
Indians?
Man, you said you were getting this stuff last week. Must be on back order.
No, it's not on back order.
Check.
It's not on back order at all. And in the studio today with us, all the way from Erie, Pennsylvania,
Yes.
celebrating his new release, Erie, Pennsylvania, is Payso in the building.
Yes.
Welcome back, my man. Welcome back.
Man.
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Well, you know, last time we talked and everything, man, I told you I was out here at the Times in the Land album in Cleveland, which actually, you know, supported the funds for me to go off and drop the new album in Erie, PA. Erie, PA is where I'm from originally, but more so I call it Erie, Pennsylvania now. You know, to bring more of a hard work sense to the situation, you know what I mean? Small city, big city dreams, however you gotta look at it. But the album did pretty good. I did about 600 copies in the first week, you know, hand to hand in the streets. You know what I mean? Straight up, so I'm proud of that.
So that's what's up. That's real live. Now, how many songs do you have on this project?
13 new records, you know what I mean? It's basically, what's so good about my music, and I want people to know, is that my albums and my music is a statement. Like when I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in Cleveland, Times in the Land, this is what's going on. When I said I was going back to Erie, PA, it was Erie, Pennsylvania, this is where I'm going. So, you know what I mean, everything's a statement.
That'd be live. That's definitely live right there. And how quick did it take you to make this project?
About 5 hours. I've been writing the songs while I've been on the road.
Damn.
And as my life goes on, I accumulate songs at like the end of the week. I go through all the memories and things that'll happen, and I write songs out.
Wow. 5 hours?
Yeah. I knew what I wanted to say. It was how I felt. It wasn't really organized. It was just made how I felt at that time. I'm like, okay, I'm back in my hometown. I just went state to state to like 5 major cities. Now I'm back in my hometown. This is how I'm feeling right now.
Now, did you get a lot of ideas, like when you was on your journey through different cities and stuff, for some of the music?
Yeah, like there's a gas station in Erie, PA called Country Fair that's real popular, and I got a song called Country Fair, which basically talks about me selling music at Country Fair. You know, but I put it in a real way where you can understand it, as far as like metaphors. Like, Country Fair, they stay with gas, so I was like, calling it Country Fair, stay with the music and gas, smoke like a chimney set, still I would have no regrets, things like that. So I put it together real slick though.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Now, who you have produced them as far as?
Most of the producers, my man Delta Beats, shout out, he on my Instagram, Delta Beats. I have my man Sparks Dynamite, he did a few songs and everything. What I do is, like anybody else, I listen to beats on the internet, but what I do, I actually reach out to the producers, and, I holler at them and see what's going on, what will leasing be, what would exclusive be, and when it all comes together. But mostly Sparks Dynamite and Delta Beats, so shout out to them.
Well, that's what's up. Well, we're going to get into one of the songs that you got on here. Tell us what we about to hear.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I got a song called Mad Mundayz. Because, I was real honored to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? Mad Mundayz.
I It's actually, I got 2 emails too. It's the second one too.
Let's do another one. I just ain't got that one yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one did y'all got up there?
We got Shadows, Life Grind.
Yeah, we could do Shadows then. Shout out to Brianna. You know what I'm saying? She's a female singer. You know, she's out of Indiana. And this is a song called Shadows. It's on the Erie Pennsylvania album. This is a good song, so I hope y'all enjoy it.
All right, you heard from the Erie Pennsylvania album.
Yeah.
Shadows by my man Payso on Mad Mondays on Urban City Unplugged. Never fails. People always want to call me when I'm handling business.
That's how it always works, man.
Huh?
That's how it always works.
Shadows.
This kind of picking me off.
Might I say?
That's why you got to have a dummy phone.
Oh, yeah.
Music. Brianna. Take him up top. Let's go.
Who's that moving in the shadows? Going everywhere that I go. Knowing all the things that I know. I won't ever make it easy for you.
My days of you walking by yourself and everything you do.
You just waiting
And
for
your
a
shadow
slip
talking
up.
to yourself. It's a song of
Hoping that you
self-conscious.
get it, come on. I won't open up a window for you. Shadow.
Only one close to me. City lights reflect the shadow on me. I travel naturally. This reality. Don't ever doubt the work, cause it works. Night fall upon. Shadows in my past as I bury all the doubts. Shadows in my future. I can feel the inner drought. Don't give a focus till you come up and just a shadow. Reflection of a battle. It's actual. Light meets the dark. Causes shadows to part. On my worst day, I grind the right way. Nothing you can say. Moonlight vibes, just yourself and your conscience. At least I'm being honest.
Who's that moving in the shadows? Going everywhere that I go. Knowing all the things that I know. I won't ever make it easy for you. Shadows. You just waiting for a slip up. Hoping that you get it, come on. I won't open up a window for you. Shadow.
Won't let those bad vibes in the window. The devil breeds bitterness. I'm serious. Sometimes your best interest is yourself. Gotta stay low. All your plans heard by you and your shadow. Some people are deceiving. The morning all love, then it's hatred by the evening. You really gotta peep it. Me and my shadow. Down the street, check 'em on the wall. Same form, devil will appear when you do start to fall. Shadows, but be your own light. Shadows, keep yourself right and be cautious at night. Let your shadow be your early take flight. The light reflects
Who's
on.
that moving in the shadows? Going everywhere that I go. Knowing all the things that I know. I won't ever make it easy for you. Shadows.
Also, video for this.
You just waiting for a
She
slip
down,
up.
you know what I mean? She love you, you know
Hoping
what I'm
that you
saying? I
get it,
mean,
come on.
just something.
I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah. 3, 2.
Man, this song tight as fuck. Yo, we're back. Mad Mondays on Urban City Unplugged. You heard the debut cut off the Erie Pennsylvania album by my man Payso from Erie Pennsylvania and Shadows.
Yes.
Man, can I tell you something? Look, I was expecting more. I wanted to hear another verse. I was like, damn, it went off. It's over? Damn.
I'm glad 'cause somebody else told me that. It's an extended version. It's going to be on iTunes this summer.
Gotcha.
Who is doing the singing on her record?
Her name is Brianna. She's from Indiana. I was down in Indianapolis actually selling my music. And she was one of the people that bought a copy.
One thing I like about you, you network when you be out of town and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. You know, the fact that you network, like, I hate to say it, I don't want nobody to take me, you know, don't take offense.
Man, go ahead and say what you gotta
Listen,
say.
right?
We unplugged, damn it.
I know promoters in Georgia that praise off people in the north coming down, spending high prices to do things that they wouldn't even charge normal people. It's a hustle.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I knew that, honestly. But the reason why I swinged around all that and the way I prospered down there is because I came to hustle. So everybody was more so a customer to me, just as well they thought that I was a customer to them. You know, so it wasn't no misunderstandings. So all the stuff I told you that I did throughout them cities and everything and networking, you know what I mean? It's about honor and respect. Because a lot of cats just be like, oh yeah, they be like the little single bar that everybody go to, and they just like 5,000 to perform here.
Damn.
You'll be here in the ATL, and people pay it.
Yeah,
People pay it. It's one of their hustles.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, people respect the grind. So and within that, I meet incredible artists, and she was just one of the artists that I happened to meet, and I kept in contact.
And that's what's up. That's real good. Now, do you got any more collabs on this album?
Actually, yeah. There's a song called "Everything About You" with an R&B artist named Mill.
Okay.
I don't know if I sent that to you.
Okay. Well, you ain't gonna worry about it. We got music
I don't know what
for
other
days
song. What
from
other
you.
song?
We got music for days.
Is there Everything About You?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Everything About You.
Man.
Some for the ladies. You know,
Shadows.
R&B, John.
Y'all definitely got to check. Y'all got to get the album.
Actually, everybody, this song is
Erie
on.
Pennsylvania.
This song is on Nat Piff, and it's a mixtape called R&B, Ricardo and Blues. You know, Blazing R&B, Ricardo and Blues, and this is on number 57, volume 57. You know, so yeah, Everything About You.
Oh wow, man! I was like, damn! I was expecting to hear another verse, and it start fading off. I'm like, no, hold up, play that shit back again. Play it back. Man,
Yeah.
good work right there. So we about to hear Everything About You.
Yeah, Everything About You.
All right,
R&B song.
you heard him. Payso from Erie, Pennsylvania. Everything About You on Mad Mondays on Urban City Unplugged. Yeah.
I think the ladies gonna like this one.
Man, work on.
Let's go.
I need to know if you came here with somebody else. Tell me you're here by yourself. You got a story, girl, I can tell. You need help.
You just like mine.
Tell me, has anyone lately asked how you feel? Yeah. I wanna know.
Gotta do some things on
how
this
you
phone.
feel.
Get that
Wanna know,
right.
girl, everything about you. Everything about you.
only me, and I'm like, wait a minute, get that second album like that.
Wanna know, girl, everything about you. Everything about you.
Hold up, so everything about you, the little things, girl, that you do. Can I have a second with you? Or a minute, wait a minute. This song here could be a hit. All that good music you miss, all them complicated events. She don't wanna deal with that. Ask her, she over that. See, I don't wanna move fast, but this flow got a gift, and I spit the ish. All break, never miss when I kiss it. She me forward and we relax. Girl, you in Pennsylvania. After strangers, it don't matter. I grind faster, but now it ain't about that. Cause none of this is new, and everything's intact, but everything's about you. Just you, that's real. More so she real woman, that's you. So everything about you, talk to her.
I need to know if you came here with somebody else. Tell me you're here by yourself. You got a story, girl, I can tell. You need help. Tell me, has anyone lately asked how you feel?
Payso by 7.
I wanna know how you feel. Wanna know, girl, everything about you. Everything about you. I make time, girl, for you. I'm all in. Wanna know, girl, everything about you. Everything about you.
Hold up, second verse about you, and you heard the things that I do. I grind hard, that's true, but girl, that's old news. Look, second take is on you. She got a mind, body, and vibe. She don't let no hater get inside her circle, feeling that. Cause most people talk behind the back, spilling BS and false facts, and that's all, girl. Girl, I know this your favorite song. Play this back and don't look back. That's on everything, so it means that I'm on you. Cause everything is about you. That
Will, can I get a
was so
Budweiser,
true.
please?
You ain't peeped that. Never let them tell you otherwise.
You get one.
So best
Don't
of
drink
that
this,
guy.
Will.
That good music I break
Good.
equals
Don't.
under event, but another
Just
day.
say no.
Girl, I'm my own rules. You said this was for you. Cause everything's about you. That's real.
I
I need to know
A little bit
if you can
too.
be
I
with
like
somebody else. Tell me here by yourself.
You be on
Story,
time.
girl, I can tell you.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Get his job
Tell
done.
me, has anyone
Thank
really
you,
asked
sir.
how you
Yes,
feel?
sir. Get his job done. and everything. You got your sheet for your hours?
You want to call?
Out
here?
Everything
One more
about
up.
you.
One more.
Everything about you. I make time, girl, for you. I'm all in. Wanna know, girl, everything about you. Everything about you.
3, 2, 1.
Damn, he did it to me again. I was ready to hear another verse. Song went off.
And it's clean too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
clean.
Thank you. Shout out to
Yes.
my man Workham Productions. You know what I'm saying? They out in Cincinnati. And shout out to my homeboy Mill. He's actually a singer from Kentucky, honestly.
Okay, now is he gonna be at the show tonight?
That's a possibility. I don't know for sure, but he said if you don't gotta work, you know what I mean. But
Okay.
I still got some good records, so.
That's
You know,
what's up.
But
Man.
that's something. That's just something for the ladies, man. You know what I mean? That's what it was directed to. I wasn't trying to be too lyrical on there. It just had a front melody to it, and I was just trying to ride the beat. The star of the song is the hook.
Plus, you know, get the ladies, you know.
Hey, the start of the
That
song
plugs your
is the
career
hook.
up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
I mean, the
You
start
get
of
the
song
ladies
is the hook.
liking your stuff. That brings you up because that's the stuff that get on the dance floor. The ladies get out there, shake their ass. on the
Yeah,
dance
yeah.
floor,
People
too.
want to feel good, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm basically like a soundtrack, man. I'm a motivational artist. You know, I'm not a street artist. I'm not a trap artist. You know what I mean? But I just do things within my nature, and it just make it look similar to certain things. Like far as trapping, I trap music, but it's just what I do for a living. You know what I mean?
Thing is, with your stuff, you are very versatile.
Right.
Where you got that record for the ladies, then you got your trap music,
Yeah.
then you got your East Coast banger type music.
Right.
Man, there was one song off the last one, This Is For The Land.
Yeah.
This is, I think, Times of the Land. I think that's what the name of that last
Times of the
one
Land.
I
Yeah,
got.
yeah.
And you had track number 9.
Life of God.
I don't know, it ain't Life Grind. Track number 9. It's straight East Coast banger.
Oh,
Straight.
It's called 3.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight East Coast
Yeah,
banger.
yeah. I know.
Antonio would have been shitting in his drawers and stuff had he heard that song and everything. I was like, Antonio, I got an artist you gonna like. He was like,
I just know how to make people feel good with the
Man.
music, man. My pops, he was a musician, man. I've been doing music
what your
ever
pops
since.
used to do in music?
He used to play drums. My whole family had a band. My mother was a lead singer. My uncle was a bass player. My dad
Damn.
played drums, and my auntie played keyboard.
You get it honest. Do you play any instrument?
Yes, I do. I play drums, and I can play piano.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been playing ever since I was little. Actually, I played instruments before I ever wrote a rap.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely. My father wasn't having it, you know. Hip hop was more so something I got. To be honest, I started liking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard, Tupac's Hit 'Em Up.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that was a nice song to start
I
off.
kind of like. I said, what? This is pretty competitive. I didn't know, as far as how serious things was at that point. But those guys was like superheroes to us, man. As far as the hip hop community,
Right.
Tupac, Biggie, them dudes was like superheroes.
Right. And I'm gonna be honest. When I was younger and stuff, cause I'm a little bit older than you. Like when I heard first rap song I ever heard was the Curtis Blow Christmas rap.
Yeah,
And I was about 6 or 7 years old. And then fast forwarded like a year or two later, then I heard Rapper's Delight. And it was cool, but it was like, damn, them dudes grown and shit and everything.
They wrote that beat perfectly though.
Right. But I'm going to tell you the time I really liked the hip hop and I really started taking interest in the rap was when LL first came on the scene and did radio. And I was watching Crush Groove. And I was like, damn, that dude ain't that much older than I am. He can do this shit. I know I can. You know what I'm saying?
You know one thing about hip hop when it first started, I know
Yeah.
it probably surprised a lot of people, is that those breaks. Like how the beat will be one way and it'll be like, and the breakdowns, because I know a lot of disco music was used to going straight forward.
Yes, yes.
They ain't had no big super breaks.
Right.
It was a bridge.
Man.
But hip hop, they was like dropping them breaks and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that would have been
Like
changing
you
of the
said.
guards right there.
Yeah, like you said, Hit 'Em Up was like yours is like, L was like mine, because he was like a person that was actually in our peer group age-wise, because, Run DMC was a little bit older than us, but I love their stuff. Houdini, I like their stuff, because Houdini's stuff was more like, they took more time, I ain't gonna say took more time, but their music was more calculated.
Yeah.
Song
Well,
wise.
they was like one of the first commercial successful
Yeah,
groups in hip hop.
exactly, right.
They crossed over and really made it. A lot of the other people like started looking over at them.
And they really made good songs.
And it was mixed with R&B way.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
They-
Way before that shit got credit for
Right.
being hip hop and R&B.
They still get over $200,000 a year on back royalties for them songs.
Damn.
KRS-One just got $40,000 in my hometown just to do songs from '88.
Damn.
Yeah,
Really?
the game ain't dead.
No, it ain't.
They told me, you know what I mean?
But you gotta take care of your business. You said
Exactly.
Yeah,
royalties.
you gotta take care of your
Right.
business.
Right.
That's for damn show and everything. Gotta take care of your business.
The
Man.
royalties will take care of you for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
sure
have to
will.
do nothing. You don't even have to work or do anything.
Yeah.
You do appearances, get that you get paid from that.
Mm-hmm.
Royalty check comes and you can like go across seas and stuff where the reaction to hip hop across seas is way different than it is here.
Right.
It's still basically fresh and new.
Fresh and new and everything and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was like, man, that is just really, that's a lot.
Right.
Man.
I got a question for you. What's your objective? What are you trying to do with your music career?
What I'm trying to do is basically get from the mud to the clean water. I want to prove that manual talent could be just as a powerful force as paid talent.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, I know what's going on. There's a lot of package deals where you could up-jump yourself into this business. I done had these guys come to me many a times and I told them I'm good.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I turned down a lot of investments and things like that. A lot of people came up with the bright idea, this dude could sit out here and sell his music, he gonna work.
Yeah.
So it ain't been no surprise, you know, and I've had all types of people. But I noticed that there's no artist in the game now that's doing that manual break-in, you know, to the point where he was putting out your mixtapes and things like that.
Right.
None of this is not dead I just want to let people know it's not dead, it's just not popular. Because as soon as they told me the CD game was dead, my stock went up. Because for the people that still did it, and it's still moving. You know what I mean? I wouldn't advise nobody to dive into it unless you know for sure this is what you want to do. But,
Yeah.
My objective is to show people that talent could win. As far as I've been made magazines in Los Angeles, California, and all types of things without paying for nothing, just out of the respect that this dude has a story, he's working, and his music is incredible.
That's
You
true.
either work for it or pay for it in this business, and I'm just one of the guys that want to work for it.
That's willing to work. 'Cause like
Yeah.
I said, I met this dude at the gas
Right.
station.
I wouldn't even have got here. I wouldn't even have got here at all if I wasn't out there working.
Met him at the gas station. I was like, all right, I'll get your CD. And it was crazy because I was listening to something else. And I just said, let me throw this in and see what we got. I was like, oh, shit. Pretty
Right.
nice.
What's the name of that track?
Which one?
Man, Mondays,
Yeah, Mad Monday. Okay.
you found it?
No, not yet.
There's a song there called Littering. You found that? You got that on there?
Oh, it's connected to a file.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not a solo song.
What kind of file was connected to?
Sure. Y'all keep going.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so like I said, when I leave here at the radio station, I got to go to Kentucky.
that's hustle. That's hustle. He going down to Kentucky. Get his grind on.
Yeah, it's time to change the weather a little bit, man. It's going to be 76 degrees on Wednesday.
It's gonna be in the 60s on Wednesday here.
I was just in 20 degree weather, going hard at Country Fair,
Yeah, it's 45 now. Everything.
But it's time to get some early summer going so I can keep this grind going. Definitely.
Shit, this weather has been killing me. It's like, damn, it's April. It's April.
Welcome to Cleveland.
It was cold the last time when I was pumping
Yeah, it
times
was
in the
real
land.
cold then. Yeah.
Man, over there on St. Clair, I was cold as hell. That was one of the reasons why they was buying it. It was like, damn, you out here in this ain't that be fun. Right. that helped my interest.
Right.
The fact I was out there. It was like, you know what I mean? So, shout out to everybody in Cleveland, man. You
That's
definitely
what's
got
up.
to prove yourself out here.
Yeah.
I didn't get a sale for the first 3 hours.
Wow.
Hours, you know what I mean? And I just didn't give up because that's just, you need a person like me to be in the field like that because you will give up. you know, I was just like, I wasn't stopping.
Because, you know, if you be out there like 2 hours, 3 hours, you ain't sell one, you be like, oh, forget this.
Nah, the goal is to sell them till they was gone. You know what I mean? My phone was off. That Metro PCS, the Metro PCS industry, I said I'll be back in 2 hours. I came back with all ones in my cell phone. True story, and they took a picture with the album. It's on
they
Instagram.
did?
Yeah,
That's
it's on
what's up.
Instagram.
Oh, man.
Matter of fact, yeah,
right
they
there.
made it that my bill was a little cheaper. They respected my G so much.
Damn.
Because I told them I came in with the CDs, they bought the first two. They was like, all right, well, you know, we'll fuck with it. I said, look, man, I got to pay my bill. We're the gas station up the street. I said, look, I'm about to go sell this album. I'll see y'all in about 2 hours. I came in about 2.5. So let me pay this bill.
They pay this bill and get this back on.
Yeah, true
about to
story,
grind
man.
today, grind to shine and everything.
But
Now,
it feels good doing it.
yeah, that's what's up. Now, you had a what's the name with some artists in Erie. What was going on with that, man?
I'm gonna be honest. With that, I'm not even gonna call it jealousy. I ain't even gonna call it hate. I'm just gonna call it. It's more so hip hop from an envious point of view. Hip hop is competitive and it's hard work. What people in my hometown need to understand and learn is that you got to put in the work for things to happen. I didn't go back. Listen, Erie's a small city, and a lot of people in my city say, "Oh, ain't no opportunities." You got to make your opportunities wherever you at.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean? I was at that country fair selling 100 a day. You know what I mean? From $5 to $3 a pop. So that's like 3, 4, 500 a day. And that's a day in a small city.
Right.
And that's in a small city. So anything's possible. You just got to put in the work. And basically, I put in the work and got on my Muhammad Ali shit. Said, I'm knocking out all bums as soon as I get back home. I'm knocking out all bums. You know what I mean? As soon as I touch down, you know what I mean? I said, after this interview in Cleveland, I'm coming back home, and it's a wrap. You know what I mean? I'm flooding the city.
You basically did a Bill Belichick, basically said no days off.
No days. I ain't took a day off since I left here. I think I got on the Greyhound, and the next day I was up back at work. I went to the studio, recorded, made copies, and was back at the spot.
That's grind and
Them
hustle.
motherfuckers like, we saw you on Cleveland on Mad Mondays. You know what I mean? Then them views skyrocketed.
Hey, that's what's up right there. Now, he has his own one-stop shop, really, for burning his CDs. He got two CD burners right there in the front.
Okay.
Yeah. I take the CD burners with me and the laptop. I can make copies in Starbucks. I can make copies in the streets, man. It don't matter. Ain't nothing stopping my grind, man. You know what I mean? You got to be as accessible as possible if you want to win out here.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I definitely believe in it.
I ain't got Mad Mondays.
You don't? Oh.
You got Littering?
Yeah.
Yeah, Littering.
All right, so we're going to go into describe Littering.
All right, Littering is a song where, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel my grind is invincible. Even in Cleveland, a police officer bought a copy. Streets buy a copy. I don't discriminate. I'm Littering. Ain't nobody trying to stop what I'm doing. They loving it. So basically, I just made a song in celebration of it. You know what I mean? I feel like I got an invincible grind. I got fire music, and I'm selling it state to state.
Thing I'll say about you is like we hear your music like in your videos. You post on videos. Well, yeah, some people that got music but don't put their own music on the background of their stuff.
No, not too so. A lot of us are mostly, a lot of people are just robots these days, man. Don't nobody want to put in the work, and I love it because it makes it easier for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, it makes it easier for me.
It makes
man,
you stand out in the crowd.
It does.
Stand alone.
When in a time where hard work is rare, where you know a lot of dope boys just came up with the bright idea. Listen, if I put 50,000 behind this white nigga, I don't care if he can rap or not. But if I throw a chain on him and put some money behind him, he gonna be a star overnight.
Yeah.
And he just got out of jail, so he got a street cred. It's going down. It's easy marketing. You know what I mean? Me, on the other hand, my motto is no job, no drugs, no government. You know, how do you fathom that? You know, even Eminem had a job.
Right.
You know, I'm not dependent on nothing but the music. Jay-Z sold drugs, Eminem had a job, Payso sold records. Point blank.
That's what's up.
That's just what it is. So when I get in the game, I don't want to hear nobody change their stories. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nobody change their stories talking about some. I was in the booth being musical.
I was living in my trunk.
Man, and no, no disrespect to what anybody is doing. You get it how you live. But far as me, you know, I got it solely off the music. You know what I mean? I was straight up like, oh, there's blank CDs, time to get paid.
That's what's up. You actually put your time and your money into your
Yeah, and if the CDs run out, I got SD cards on deck.
Oh, man.
It's not gonna
You
stop.
hear my man right here. You hear
I
him.
got SD cards on deck. You know, how y'all want to do this? You know, barcodes. You know what I mean? Long as the music there is accessible, I'm going to get paid off of it.
Okay.
You know, you put in any package, it's still the same drug.
That's true. Well, we about to listen to Littering
Yes.
by Payso from the album Erie Pennsylvania on Mad Mondays on Urban City Unplugged.
Let's go.
Delta on the beat. Payso best ever. Enjoy. This is the life I live. See, there was no doubts about it. I'm selling when stores are crowded. Survival's my only option. I'm posted at obvious times. Religion is all of my rhymes. I'm blessed with the hard workers. Opinions always surface. I know there's no love for me. My arrogance loudly speaks. My methods of payment needs. Financial and all agrees. I'm feeling your confidence, fam. You're aiming to live in legends. I came to get inspiration. I'm keeping you dedicated. I'm rolling and selling my voice. My grind's a hell of a course. I can make bands in days. Know where to live my days. There's no control in me. I can afford to be. Gotta take over your life. These stars are day and night. This music's powerful, right? I'm close to the stars light. I can reduce my time. I'm never a settle grind. I'm honestly over max. And there's no denying that. I'm honestly over max. And there's no denying facts. I was on every post. Hustling and letting it grow. I come as a mastermind. Illegal with legal crimes. My music is stronger drug. Take a dose of lit. I'm loading all my music. The law ain't stopping shit. I was on the post. Hustling, letting it grow. I come as a mastermind. Illegal with legal crimes. My music is stronger drug. Take a dose of lit. I'm loading all my music. The law ain't stopping shit. This is America. The dreams are closer to reach. I could create my job and let it go strive at peaks. I travel with no remorse. I never cared to sleep. I get tired, I smoke. I never return to see. The money is coming in. Why would I now complain? I can just live with me. I can self-reclaim. I do not care what you think.
It's like something else. It's like
that's motivation to me.
competitive field.
Yes,
Music,
but hear all the
especially
words I
when I like the
say.
R&B
See what I do in a
just
day.
like that.
Make up a month to play. These CDs are not the main. Streaming this came and involved. But see in return I gain. I'm keeping advantage of range. I was on every post. Hustle and letting it grow. I come as a mastermind. Illegal with legal crimes. My music is stronger drug. Taking the dose of lit. I'm loading all my music. The law ain't stopping shit. One.
Damn. Just like that.